So, boys, what are we doing here?
Business. We are super important businessmen.
CEO stuff.
We're in a conference room.
What are we gonna do with these stocks?
I don't know.
Sell.
Yeah, sell them.
Welcome to Saturday at PulpFest 2026. It's pretty early this morning still. Let's see here. It's 10 a.m. I'm already back from the dealer's room, which was opened at 9 a.m. And one of my friends that I've met here, Scott Edwards of Dearly Departed Books. I'll put his card up here. He was bringing in special for me some of the Tor doubles that I've been missing. And so I've got a stack of them here already. Bought a bunch of books already and one special book as well that you may have seen in a photo that I've had, but I didn't pick it up until today, and Scott was very kind in the deals that he gave me. So I want to go through my Tor doubles and then I'll show you that special book at the end. I may be filming more stuff today too, but I thought I'd get this one in right away at the beginning of the day. So Tor doubles, I'm just going to show them to you in the bag. This is number one. Arthur C. Clarke, A Meeting with Medusa. And on the other side, we have Green Mars, and that's by Kim Stanley Robinson. So I'm guessing that the book Green Mars started off as a novella before it became a novel. I'm sure someone can correct me if that's wrong. Feel free to comment on any of these. There's a lot of great novellas here. This is Tor double number 8, and this one is The Nemesis. Let's see. There we go. The Nemesis from Terra by Lee Brackett. I do like Lee Brackett's work. And the other side is Battle for the Stars by Edmund Hamilton. Brackett and Hamilton together? That seems to make sense. They were husband and wife. What do we have here? This one is number 15, Jack Vance, The Last Castle. Now, I don't know if this is going to come through very well, but that is a beautiful, beautiful cover. And on the other side, we have Nightwings by Robert Silverberg. Some very big classic authors and stories here. I do want to mention that the cover art on this series is very good. I mean, this is, I believe it's in the 80s, the late 80s. Just some awesome cover art. I'm going to have to note the artist each time I actually do go through these books because I'm very impressed with it for late 80s. Tor double number 21. Home is the Hangman from Roger Zelazny. And on this side we have We by Samuel R. Delany. In some strange powers employ, move on a rigorous line. You might be able to tell me a little bit more about that, perhaps. Now, something interesting happened once we get to the higher numbers. They're still Tor doubles, but they're all on one side. There's the description on the back here. So there's a changeover at number 22, and my understanding is that some of these are actually sequels to stories that other people wrote. I don't know if that's the case for... Oh, this one here does say this. So, well, let's just take a look at it. First, we've got Thieves' Carnival, and that one's by Karen Haber. And then The Jewel of Baz by Lee Brackett. And above the one that says Thieves' Carnival, it says here, her new prequel to the classic The Jewel of Baz. So these stories are linked. I think that's the same with all of these. Let's take a look. Yes, this one here. The bottom one is the original, The Graveyard Heart by Roger Zelazny. And the top one, Elegy for Angels and Dogs by Walter John Williams, is an amazing sequel to The Graveyard Heart. Number 25 is John M. Ford, Fugue State. Now this is interesting. It says a Tor double, but there's one name. Oh, it's back to that other format. So it's interesting. They bounce back and forth. So there's John Ford's Fugue State, but then on the other side, we have Gene Wolfe, The Death of Dr. Island. Here we have Kim Stanley Robinson, A Short, Sharp Shock. That's an interesting alliteration. And Jack Vance, The Dragon Masters. Doesn't look to me that like they're related. We have Poul Anderson, The Longest Voyage, and Stephen Popkis, Slow Lightning. I'm not familiar with Stephen Popkis, if anyone wants to make a comment about him. We have a double from Gordon R. Dixon, Naked to the Stars, and The Alien Way. Then we have Harlan Ellison's Run for the Stars. And below that, something by Jack Dan and Jack C. Haldeman, Echoes of Thunder. And the last one, I think this is tour number 35. Some of these didn't actually have numbers on the cover, which makes it a little bit hard with the collecting, but as long as you know who are the authors, you can figure it out. This is a double by Mike Resnick, Buana and Bully. So that really filled up my collection. Right now, I think I have 34 of 36. So on this trip, I've made quite a dent in gathering that collection. And my friend Chris is kind of sweeping up the stuff after me, so that potentially Chris from Liminal Spaces and I will be doing a lot of teaming up to review these tour doubles. Now, I promised you a special one here at the end. A lot of you know that I love working with SF Masterworks and creating lists and collecting some of them. But there's one series that I have never found a book or never found something. I've found books online, but they're way out of my league in terms of what I was willing to spend. But today, I was able to pick up one of the SF Masterworks hardcovers with dust jackets that have a white spine to them. They were published in around the year 2000, and I believe there's 10 of them, and I just happened to pick up the one that's probably most important to me, John Wyndham's The Day of the Triffids. It's a beautiful copy. So these all came from Scott Edwards from his dearly departed bookstore in Alliance, Ohio. Thank you a lot, Scott. And I'm hoping perhaps to do an interview with Scott in the future as well. I'd like to talk to some of these dealers, and it'd be great for them to tell you some stories. All right, that's it for this morning. Maybe I'll be back later with some more. I'm back. Just wanted to highlight a couple things. I've got some photos I want to show you, and just to give you an idea of some of the things that happened today on Saturday. I was talking about dealer Scott Edwards. I took a picture here so you can see what he looks like. Thank you, Scott. It was a pleasure meeting you and your wife this weekend. So, boys, what are we doing here?
Business. We are super important businessmen.
CEO stuff.
We're in a conference room.
What are we going to do with these stocks?
I don't know.
Sell.
Yeah, sell them.
We're setting up the live stream for PulpFest 2026. Are you posting this before or after?
Unfortunately, after.
Well, then I
They can watch, but they can watch it back.
You saw it here last.
You saw it. There's going to be tons of surprises.
Yes.
Probably surprise guests. People are going to pop in.
There's going to be 8 of us sitting here.
It's going to be chaotic. It might be more or less chaotic depending on if you've seen that first and then this video. But yeah, it's going to be a total blast. And I'm already tired.
Makes it even more of a blast.
Yes, right. But now we're going to see the graveyard where the movie Night of the Living Dead was filmed. They're coming to get you, Barbara.
Oh, and look at Andrea. She's ready.
For the graveyard.
I'm sharing the live
This
on
is
my channel.
grave business.
I also wanted to mention we went out for lunch and then we went to a graveyard. Apparently, this is a special graveyard that was used for Night of the Living Dead, the one from back in 1968 or something like that. Hey, take a look. There seems to be something moving in this yard. More on some of our PulpFest participant channels coming up. Then we did a live stream on Jake's channel, and it involved 12 YouTubers right here at the conference, along with a couple of people from over the pond. You can catch it here. I'll put a link in the description. It was a lot of fun sitting down with everyone. And then I went into the dealer room, probably for one last time. I don't know, maybe a little bit tomorrow morning before we leave. And of course, I went back to Brandon's booth. Here's Brandon and his wife, Kristen. They were just beautiful people. And Brandon, he remembered a book that I was looking at for a long time and talking about. And he gave me a special deal on it. Now, this book, I definitely want to read it. But I'm thinking that this book needs to eventually go to a dear friend of mine who lives in Santa Fe. Hard Starts, the early Waldrop years, Howard Waldrop. And this is edited by George Martin and Bradley Denton. I want to show you something inside of here, though. So not only do we have the stories, we have the signatures. It's signed by Howard Waldrop, George R.R. Martin, and Bradley Denton. So I'm going to enjoy reading this one, and I will sometime in the near future, I think, do a book review on this. And as I said, I think that this book will eventually move on to my friend in Santa Fe. Tonight is the auction. I'll hold off before publishing this video until after that auction. I'm probably not staying for the entire auction because it might be going into 2 or 3 in the morning and I need my sleep. It's been a long weekend. Oh, and I have an addendum. Some of the great shirts that you've seen here, including this one here, are courtesy of a booktuber named Nick at the Book Graveyard. He runs a shop for making t-shirts, and I can't remember the name of it right now, but I'll get that information out to you as well, probably in the description below. But the PulpFest shirts that you've seen and this shirt here, he does sell some of these things from his store as well. So if you're looking for some merchandise and he's based in Ohio, he's your man. And addendum number 2. There was a book that Brandon, one of the dealers here, had mentioned on the live stream with Jake. I'd asked him what was the book that he was most excited about that he had brought along. And it was Medea, Harlan's World. But what he was most excited about, and let me take a look at this with you. In the back of the book, it says, of the first edition of Medea, Harlan's World, the first 475 copies have been numbered and signed by the authors and the artist. So this was copy 245. And as you can see, this writing workshop had some amazing classic authors here. I see on the top left, Kate Wilhelm. I'm not sure who is on the right, close to the top there. Right below this is copy 245. We have Theodore Sturgeon with his signature symbol to ask the next question. Poul Anderson, Tom Dish, Robert Silverberg, Jack Williamson, Frank Herbert, Frank Kelly Fries, that would be the cover artist, Hal Clement, with his real name, Henry C. Stubbs. Once again, I think on the bottom here, that's Harlan Ellison, and on the side, we see Larry Niven. If you're interested in this book, and it's an expensive purchase, it's one of 475 in the world, and you can find this on eBay at the Book Rapport, and the dealer's name is Brandon. All right, it's a couple hours later now, and here's a picture from the auction. They're at item 25 of 200. if I calculate correctly, they're going to be there at least to midnight, if not till, say, 1 a.m. Depends, I guess, on how contentious some of the items get to be. I'm not going to be able to stick around for that. So that's going to conclude what we've done here at PulpFest, covering the conference itself. Tomorrow, people are just sort of packing up. There might be a few deals on the floor. I don't know. If there is something, I'll let you know. But otherwise, I think this is going to be it. So thank you so much for joining me on this journey to PulpFest. I hope you enjoyed what you've seen. And perhaps next year, you'll be here. Until next time, and until next year, keep reading.